Pray thee, sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hands, by helping me by the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man living shall come over it, for in modest comedy chief thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me. Why, shall I keep below stairs?
Thy wit as quick as a greyhound's mouth, it catches.
And yours, as blunt as a fencer's foils, which hit, but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret, it will not hurt a woman. I pray thee, call Beatrice, give 3 the buckles.
Give us the swords, we have bucklers of our own.
To use them, Margaret, you must put in the pice of a vice, and they are dangerous weapons for a maid.
Well, I will call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And how do you? And therefore I will come. Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I do against my will.
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but to them.
Then is spoken. Fare you well now, ere I go with that I came. Let me go knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind is but foul breath is noisome, therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast tried to the word out of his right sense, so forcibly as thy wit, that I must tell thy plainly. Claudio undergoes my challenge, and here I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. And I pray thee now, talk for which my bad parts did thou first fall in love with.
For them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil, that they will not admit any good parts to intermingle with them. For which good parts did you first suffer love with me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I do against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think, alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours. For I will never love anything for which my friend hates.
Thy and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It appears not in this confession there is not one wise man that will praise himself.
Old and old infants, Beatrice, that thy good neighbors. If man cannot erect in his age his own tomb near ye eyes, thy shall live no longer than the bell rings in the church.
And how long is that, think you?
Question. Why in an hour of claymore and a quarter in rem? Therefore it is most expendent for the wise of Don Worm. His consequence find no impediment to the contrary, to be trumpet of his own virtues. As I am to myself, so much while praising myself, who I myself will bear witness and praiseworthy. And now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. There will I leave you too, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coil at home. It is proved that my lady hero has been falsely accused. The prince and Claudio mightily abused, and the Don John, the author of it all, who is fed and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried with thy eyes, and moreover, I will go with thy to thy uncle's. The God of love that sits above, and knows me, and knows me. How pitiful I deserve. I mean in singing but in loving, Leander the good swimmer. Trollus, the first employer of panders, and a whole book full of these quondam carpet mangers, whose names yet run smoothly in the even road of a blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Marry, I cannot show it in rhyme, I have tried. I can find out no rhyme to lady, but baby. An innocent rhyme for scorn, horn. A hard rhyme for school, fool. A babbling rhyme, a very ominous endings. No, I was born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms.